Alright, I'm ready for the new Hi-Rez patch notes, ready for that new Celtic Pantheon, and ready for that new sexy Morrigan. You see, I'm prepared, yeah! Time to get ready. I got to go.
2 hours later.
Hey guys, welcome back to Smite Win to Lose community content with me, Obi Kumagawa. And it is January 5th, 2017. And we're off with a great start with the Hi-Rez Expo that is happening right now. If you guys log in during the Hi-Rez Twitch, you will get a chance to go on the raffle to win gems, chaos crystals, and other good chests and other goodies going on during the stream. So with that, we have the new content patch, the Phantom Queen, which will introduce the Celtic Pantheon, and a new goddess to, bring everything to a good introduction. So with that, I'm not going to get to Morrigan until near the end of this video. So with that, we've got some new skins incoming. We've got the Spriggan Terra, Oakseer Artemis, Eldritch Ra, Drums Out Raijin, Spectral Sword Ares, Hurukai Hui, Team Allegiance Athena, Hui Mastery Skins, these are the ones going to be updated, Raw Mastery Skins, and Kabrakan Mastery Skins. We also gained the Offwatch Furious Emote, Team Allegiance Ward, and also a new event that is like the Norse Pantheon thing that we had with Chalk and Kali. We've got the Path of the Phantom Queen. Players will have to buy into the event to be able to participate, meaning it will cost 1,000 gems just to get to the event. Players who have Amazon Prime will be able to play for free. I think not only Amazon Prime but also Twitch Prime, just to be able to, to protect the event, or you would have to buy into it. Players that have access to the event will get Spriggan Terra, Oakseer Artemis, the Celtic loading frame, the Celtic music theme, and the Druid Shrine pedestal. Finishing the board game by reaching and grants the player the Woodland Rogue Morrigan and the Cutesy the Morrigan avatar. The god changes are brief. Everything is just bug fixes, initial fix up before, season 4, and the season is ending soon after the Hi-Rez Expo, so not a lot of changes are going to be made during the competition. So with that, we are now going to be looking at the new goddess, the Morrigan. I don't know why they put the Morrigan, but it should have just been Morrigan. She has a new mechanic, and there's going to be a bit of a rant to be so, and I really don't like how it was presented, but I'm going to keep this as brief. I'm going to keep this as professional as possible. So, new goddess, the Morrigan. Her passive is Prepare for Death. The third hit of the Morrigan's hit chain will explode, dealing damage to all enemies within range and weaken all enemies hit. Enemies afflicted by this will take additional damage over time. So I have the numbers here. For some reason, I don't know why they did not display the numbers. I'm going to assume that they're going to make changes over the course of the PTS testing. PTS. So her basic attack is 34 with a 2.4 scaling, which is 20% of your magical power. The progression is 1, 1, 1x damage, and swing time. Third attack hits all enemies in 10 units of her target. Okay, so it's got a DOT, which I'm not really too fond of, but you know, like I said, I'll give my opinions at the end of viewing her abilities. So next is her 3 aspects. The Morrigan summons her alternate forms to her side. When activated, they focus the power together to damage and stun enemies in front of them. Let's see here. It's a charge up, affects enemies, and its range is 30 units. When activated, okay, it's a different thing here. The damage is 80, 135, 190, 245, 300, with a plus 36% of her magical power, if I'm reading this right. And the stun duration is 1 second. The mana cost is 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. And the cooldown initially is 12 seconds flat.
So at the beginning of the game,
I got them this phone. So next is, I've got Dark Omen here, but I'm getting Doomsayer there. Okay, so Doomsayer is Morrigan launches a wave of dark magic at her enemies, dealing damage and dooming them for 8 seconds. Doomed enemies will take bonus damage the next time they are hit by one of Morrigan's damaging abilities, including her passive. So the initial damage is 40, 70, 100, 130, 160, and plus 18% of her magical power. Minion bonus damage is 20, 35, 50, 65, and 80 with 9% of her magical power. And her god bonus damage is 40, 70, 100, 130, 160 of 18% of her magical power. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm reading the blue text correctly, unless it's an added flat plus 18 plus 9 plus 18. So the cost is 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, and her cooldown is 7 seconds. So now we have confusion. Well, thank God they just posted it on here too. The Morrigan creates a phantom of herself while becoming stealth and gaining increased movement speed. The phantom runs to the target area, deals no damage, and will die if it takes any damage. Morrigan loses any bonus from this ability if she takes damage. Duration is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Her movement speed increases 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40%. The mana cost is 70. The cooldown is a flat 15 seconds. Now this is a big kicker. This is a unique mechanic for Smite. For any other game, it's not really that unique, but it does give me some pressing issues. Changeling. The Morrigan selects a god from the current match and becomes a copy of them. She copies all of their current stats and may use all of their abilities for the duration. She retains her own relics and cannot use consumables. The rank of her abilities will transfer to the skills of the god she copies. The ability's cooldown will be increased to match the target god's ultimate if she uses it while transformed. The duration of her being changed is 10 seconds. The cost is 100 mana. The cooldown is 160, 140, 120, 180 seconds. So, this god is strong, and I mean just looking at the numbers in itself, she is strong. She has a damage DOT on her basics. Her 3 aspects are able to do some serious damage, and also her, you know, it's, I mean, like, she's like an all-around kind of character I've seen. And here's the thing, confusion does not break her stealth. Yes, she loses movement speed, but her stealth does not get broken. And also the stealth is a 7 seconds cooldown. I'm not joking. 7 seconds, and it doesn't go on cooldown. This is we literally check this. When she gets stealth, that stealth immediately hits cooldown. So as soon as she gets out, she'll probably use stealth again. This is a problem. Not only does she have DOT akin to Quinn's with her prepare for death on her basics. Confusion is a problem in itself because now she has like infinite escape or some sort of thing. My friends on Skype have played the public test server, you know, and she is strong. I'm not joking. She is very, very strong. Changeling, I've had issues with this thing. And when I saw the god reveal, my concerns was the use of utility-based gods. Yes, she has the downside of doubling her cooldown for her abilities, but once she hits late game, she is going to be very late game oriented, especially when the respawn timer becomes longer, you know, 30-40 seconds. So by the time that you have yours up, you know, hers could maybe still be on cooldown, but you can be afraid that she could either copy Hun's bots, that's double, but the game could have ended by then. You know, what I'm saying is that you got Hun's bots, double of them, you know, both using ults, Ares, both using ults. So if you want to burn your beads, she can come in and use her beads as well. You know, you got Scylla. Oh my god, Scylla, yes. If she uses her crush, you got 2 Scyllas, they use their crush. That's already instant pentakill for the entire team. You know, and 10 seconds, you know, you might think, you know, no, that's not long. That's very long, especially for Smite. Smite is a fast-paced game. It's so fast that things can happen within seconds. You don't know when you're gonna get, you know, insta-gibbed in like, you know, 3 seconds, that sort of thing. This is an issue that Hi-Rez needs to address. Now, when you look at champs from other games like Heroes of the Storm, you have Abaddon. Was it Abaddon or I can't remember the name. I just call him Abaddon. He has this ability called Perfect Evolution, and he is able to copy his teammates, have their stats, I think up to 75%. It's been a while since I last took a look at it, and he doesn't have access to the ultimate. Yet having that extra person on the team, I wouldn't say extra, but having that, you know, your carry, you know, your utility-based champs, you know, just having an extra of them, just dealing the same effect, that's a problem in itself. I remember when I was playing, Aberrant, there you go, Aberrant. I remember when I was playing Aberrant, and Illidan was the meta during Heroes of the Storm. I used Perfect Evolution on my teammate, Illidan, and we just wiped the team. The enemy team got wiped out so hard because we had 2 Illidans. Illidan was disgusting back in the release of Heroes of the Storm. Now imagine that with Morrigan. You have a Freya on the team, or a Kronos, or you know, any hyper carry. You know, she copies their stats and their abilities. 10 seconds. Once that team fight starts, you don't know how it's going to turn out. She might literally just destroy the enemy team. I'm not joking. There's no contest. Now imagine that. You've got 2 Nikes, now you've got double the passive boost. You know, you've got 2 Kalis, you know, that's double the headache. You know, that's instant give right there. You're looking at someone that can potentially change the flow of fights within seconds when you really need it. Now, the thing is that yes, ultimates do change the flow of the fight, but something like this just makes it 100% cheese. It is cheese, especially with confusion, with a 7-second cooldown. That is beyond cheese right there, especially when people build cooldown reduction, like since she's magical, she's going to go with either Chronos Pendant or Breastplate of Valor, or she could go with the Spirit Robe, you know, 10, even like 10 sec, like a 10% cooldown is still a lot. You know, you're looking at a potential god that's able to just her presence is just strong. It is strong. Her kit is viable. It's good. You know, the ult, even if it's unique, you can't really defend the fact that just because it's unique, it's balanced. You know, Changeling, I will give it a chance on her release. Thing is that people have to get used to, you know, how to handle her, but I can definitely see her being top ban in competitive conquest. She could be a must, like Jingwei is. Jingwei has global presence. She is a #1 pick for competitive plays. You know, when you go in rank, you're gonna see a lot of Jingweis because she has the global presence. And of course, she has the basic ADC kit. So that's it with my thoughts. So, you know, overall, I can't really see too much good coming out of Morrigan once she's released. Because so far, seeing her kit, and my friends saw her scalings and actually played her, she is really strong in terms of early to mid game, and she can be potentially devastating at late game. You know, that sort of thing. Because I won't call it just placement. I'm just gonna say that she's just gonna be destructive overall. So with that, it'll be for tonight's community news. So remember, if you guys like the content, like, subscribe, and favorite, and we will see you guys next time. And remember, I lose to win and win to lose. Good night.